It's just about that time of the week. Time for the Weekly Weebs Podcast. Grab your friends, family, waifus, and husbandos, and join your favorite weebs for an exciting show of anime talk. Hosts Crimson, Frenchie, Wigwiki, and Zario Machini will review and suggest shows, talk about news from the industry, and tackle some of the biggest arguments in the world of anime. It's the Weekly Weebs Podcast, starting now.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Weekly Weebs. We are going to be talking about the anime assignment that Wiki gave us of Kendo no Ippo? Is that?
Hajime No Ippo.
Hajime no Ippo.
You silly fucking goose, dude.
So, start us off, Wiki.
Yeah, so I wanted to assign this because I love this show so much, and it was supposed to be, and I think is, the #1 sports anime of all time. And it's long, so this is going to be like a trifecta watch series for me. And I should have kicked it off, like maybe I should have started it, because I wasn't for sure on the ending of this season or whatnot. I guess it doesn't fucking matter in all reality, but one second. #1 sports anime of all time. This is from Game Rant, so I don't know. Don't know if I trust that, but it doesn't even have a thing. Where's Ranker? Let's see what #1 is on here. It's Haiku. That's stupid. Downvote.
I mean, Haikyuu being up there.
And Kuroko no Basket's above it too. Downvote.
Kuroko no Basket is not even
Hajime
better.
Hajime no Ippo, upvote. It's #3. That's stupid. Go to Ranker and change that, guys. But, yeah, it's arguably one of the best, if not the best, sports anime of all time, and I loved it. I was watching it a while ago, and then I stopped roughly after where you guys and we all stopped on this first watch, and then I picked it back up and started watching it again. And I finished it, and I was like, damn, I really want the boys to watch this. So I decided to do this. And I kind of am, I guess I've done most of the sports anime on this podcast. That could be considered sports.
This, Megalobox, and Blue Lock, yeah.
Yeah.
Ironic.
And fighting. So fighting is a sport, even though it's martial arts. Tokyo Revengers.
That's just street fighting. That's not martial arts. Karate Kid is martial arts. Karate Kid is a sports movie.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think the one with Jaden Smith's actually good?
I've never seen it, so.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay, I thought it was a good movie. Anyways, but yeah, so I decided to do that, and I'm glad I did, because I enjoyed watching it again.
No, this was solid.
So, as the resident sports fan, as the sports announcer,
Who has said that they don't like sports anime.
because they make it too outrageous. They try to make it into a shonen, which annoys me a lot of the time. Like, that's one of the things I love about sports movies, is I want it to tell a good story. That is one of my main things. And I want it to be relatable to people that don't know the sport. Haikyuu does an amazing job of that, of explaining volleyball and telling a great story about these athletes and making a relatable story. Kuroko no Basket does not do it. This guy can stand on the other end of the court, shoot a shot, and it's going to go in every fucking time? That's dumb. What's the point of trying that?
Not realistic.
Yeah. Hajime no Ippo is amazing at fucking telling that story of a relatable underdog. Is he kind of an OP character? Yeah, but we watch him train and grow.
And it also explains why he is OP in a sense, because of what he did for his entire life. Just it's like muscle memory, or not that, but like in terms of like how long he's been conditioning his muscles, without even realizing it ever since he was a child, helping his mom out with the fishing thing and carrying all those things. The average person can't fucking do that.
Yeah.
And so his back muscles are already insane.
Yeah. His legs are also very strong. Because the fact, I mean, shit, he runs to school every day. He's been lifting this since he was a child. He's a hard worker because he wants to help his mom.
So it has the foundations.
Yeah.
And that's what makes him so good, which is something I respect, and they explained that. It's not something that,
does he get really good really fast? Yeah, and boxing is a very difficult sport to learn. And, like, him picking up in 6 months being one of the better ones, it's a little bit more far-fetched, but it is an anime.
Yeah, but also, even if it's not far-fetched, it shows how determined he is compared to other people.
Yeah.
And how the effect he has on the people he faces to become better. Like, even when he was fucking sick, just for example, he wanted to learn, I need to fucking get this counterpunch down. So we're going to do this even if I'm fucking sick. And that show, like, he's willing to fucking do that kind of thing. And just it goes to show how he's not just like the average boxer in terms of why I think the acceleration in his skill is there is because of how determined he is in the last fights. We saw that he was willing to just fuck up his entire career potentially and just push through the pain with a broken fist and still punch hard as fuck with it. The average person's not going to fucking do that.
And the growth you see is the fact it takes him 6 months for he's really able to do anything. He beats Miyata because Miyata underestimates him.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's not a stupid, oh, well, he beat me, so now he has to be my rival and we have to hate each other. No, they're friends. They're rivals, but it's a friendly rivalry.
Yeah, they push
Like
each
Asta
other.
and Yuno.
Yeah, literally.
But you do also have an antagonist rival with the fucking dude that looks like he's 40.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also love that we get stories of the other boxers, and it's not just him being the strongest one. He goes out and beats him. They talk about the strategy. I learned more about boxing watching this show than I have watching actual boxing.
Mm-hmm. It's super nice too, and not only that, he doesn't just go out and beat him. It shows that like he is still an underdog. Like he still does not know enough about boxing, but it's his grit that gets him past a lot, which is what I respect. It's in the training that does come in handy, but he's still fucking really new to the sport.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these people that have been, even though the rookies, have been training a lot longer than he has. And then so it just goes to show you that, where was I going with this? That, yeah, no, he's still the underdog in every fight, and like he's borderline losing most of them, regardless, and then just kind of pulls it out of his ass in a sense.
Well, the thing that I like is that it's not just the trope of, oh, the hard worker overcomes talent. No, he's genuinely talented, and he can hit like a fucking truck. And he's working with a good trainer, with Chief, to be able to develop as a boxer. But we learn about his footwork. We learn about how he's supposed to develop certain skills. They show us, and I think that's one of the nice things with it being such a long show, is that there are episodes devoted to his training for each fight.
Yep.
Instead of just, oh, well, I've got the strategy, it's unbeatable. Oh, I'm going to pull this out of my ass at the last second. No, he develops a strategy and then makes adjustments during a fight. That is what happens in sports. You go through your week of, like for the NFL, you go through your week of practice, first half, it's not working well. You make adjustments at halftime. When the round's over, they go back. They talk about, hey, you're doing this. This is what we're seeing. You need to make this adjustment. You need to get in close. You're an infighter. Stuff like that. I also just really like the relationship he has with everyone in the gym that they want to help him out.
It's awesome.
The fucking big dick jokes did not get old.
It's hilarious. The elephant noises.
We're just going to start doing that with Crimson.
Yeah. We got to get a soundboard. I also think that's why he's also so good at boxing. He's got to have stupid high testosterone. Can't relate.
Crimson, were you a good boxer?
Oh, he beats it up, dude.
I was not. Never tried boxing.
Should have.
Probably.
Could have just spun and just whacked him with that thing. They say no hits below the belt. They didn't say no hits with the thing below the belt.
Hit him with the roundhouse dick.
Oh, when Miyata, they fucking stepped on his goddamn...
Yeah.
And also the time when he kept getting fucking headbutted and stuff and just kept fighting.
You get heated?
No, it was just really good storytelling. But also, I would be like, no, that's bullshit. Fuck that. Penalize him or get him out of here.
I catch myself when I watch shows like this that I get super into. I'll be sitting there watching it, and I'll just like involuntarily move. But I'm not, and it's kind of weird. I'm like, why am I doing this?
I did that with, I think it's season 2 of Haikyuu, where it's just the Shiro Torizawa match for 12 episodes. I was fucking yelling at the TV like it was a live match. That shit was hype.
It's kind of crazy when you get into shows like that and you're just like, fuck, come on.
Dude, that's one of the things I love about sports, like a good sports anime. Haikyuu was that way. Megalobox was that way. And this, like, obviously Megalobox is kind of a shonen with the world they live in, but it was such a good story. This is just a pure, like, this reminds me of, like, Cinderella Man type storytelling. The boxing movie with Russell Crowe. So fucking good.
I fucking love it. What's the one with Mark Wahlberg and fucking Christian Bale? Is it The Fighter?
I think that's The Fighter.
I like that movie a lot too.
Southpaw.
That one made me cry.
With Jake Gyllenhaal.
Love that movie. That made me cry. Also, I really like Warrior.
Warrior's incredible.
Good movie.
But it's like, it's stories like that like, does it embellish the story a little bit? Yeah, because you got to make it into a movie.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with anime. Is there going to be some little fudging on it and like, is he going to be super good, super quick? Yeah, because you don't have a million years to show the story. You got to try and build it up for him to become a good boxer super fast. But he's there for a full year before becoming a full pro. I think that is really good of developing his character, not just as a character, but as a boxer.
Yep. How did you guys both feel about, when you guys were watching the show, did you think Miyata and Ippo were going to face off in the Rookie Championship?
Nope, I knew Miyata was going to lose.
You thought so?
It's sports.
I guess
A
it's
lot
fair.
of the time when you do storytelling like that, one of the favorites has to lose. And I figured that, and Ippo, you knew Ippo was going to win. Ippo's going to win. What I was really expecting kind of played out, that Miyata's going to come back. He's going to fight really strong, but he's going to come up short. It's exactly what happened.
I feel like if he would have won if that guy didn't
fuck
fight
yeah.
Sleazy.
That's why he had to do it, because he was getting his ass handed to him.
Yep. And the guy also started fighting Sleazy in Ippo's fight, just with the elbow blocks.
That's just smart, though.
It is smart, super fucked up. Because people, from my understanding, what I remember them saying is that they don't do it because it could not only fuck up your arm, but it really fucks
Can
up
break
your
bones.
Yeah, fuck up your opponent.
Yeah. Crimson, what were your thoughts?
I thought that they were going to actually fight towards the end, but then like they'd end up being friends in like the next half and like, you know, work together to get stronger or something. So seeing him lose, I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad it happened. I really liked the show. I mean, as a whole, I thought it was really good, really solid. Obviously, for me, the animation and the art style are fine. But it's because it's an older anime, so I can't blame it too much. But overall, I mean, like I enjoyed it. Watching it at 1.5 speed, I do think was a much better idea than watching it at normal speed. And I think for a show like this specifically, it helped.
The manga started in 1989.
Damn.
Yeah, it's definitely an older show. Honestly,
Oldie but goodie.
I think the animation, like the fighting, holds up really well.
That I will agree on.
It's not stupid like Dragon Ball where you can't see them,
Yeah.
but it's also not like fucking Blue Lock Season 2 where it's
Yep.
Where it's freeze framed.
Yeah,
This was
the whole
done
fucking
by
time.
Madhouse, and from October 2000 to March of 2002. is when it
Madhouse. They
televised.
They've done a lot of things. Didn't they also work on like Shadow's House as well? And
I'll look at a Madhouse.
I also want to look just out of curiosity.
Works. Aim for the Ace, Gamba no Boken, Manga, Sekai, Mushimeshi, blah, blah, blah.
Perfect Blue.
Treasure Island,
That's why I
Yu
fucking
Yu
recognize.
Hakusho, Ghost Files,
Yeah.
Trigun.
I was trying to figure out why I recognized Ippo's voice. He's fucking Neji in Naruto.
No shit.
Ah.
No shit.
Yeah, Madhouse did Hunter x Hunter, Trigun, Death Note, Perfect Blue,
Monster.
One Punch Man.
Monster's so fucking good.
I still need to see it.
I'm like 10 episodes in.
You should have signed that.
Dude, it's like 74 episodes.
Do what I'm doing.
I'm thinking about it, but it's so long, and it's only subbed.
Hellsing Ultimate.
That's fine.
Summer Wars. Didn't we watch Summer Wars?
Devilman Cry.
Maybe.
Dude, they've done so many things.
Nope, never mind. I'm thinking of a different show.
Hunter x Hunter. Oh, ooh, okay. 2020. Sunny Boy. They did Sunny Boy.
High School of the Dead.
Overlord.
Parasite.
My Love Story with Yamano-kun.
Still looking on.
They did a lot.
Yeah, they done. They did a lot.
What was your guys' favorite moment?
Oh, they also
So
worked
far.
on Free Run.
It might have been Takamura winning the championship.
Yeah.
I love his character.
That final fight was solid. I really liked it a lot. In regards to, like, there wasn't really, like, a moment specifically that I liked. The training camp was fun. I like that. That was a funny little mini arc.
There's always a beach one
There's always a beach
in all
one.
shows. There's
Yeah.
always the beach episode.
Them speeding up so they can stare at the butts and then slow down and take off again.
That was really funny. But, yeah, no, overall, like, I thought it was solid.
And there was explanation of why they were training.
Yes.
Every little training they do plays a factor.
Like the running on the beach,
strength
he
in
wasn't
his
running
toes.
so fast because he had the strength in his toes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The training with with grabbing the leaves.
Dude, I fucking love this show.
He's like so fucking good.
Oh, this one's solid. This one's one I'm actually a little excited to continue watching.
That makes me happy.
Yeah. I will say, I say that knowing my score won't say much otherwise. But most of the score is because of the technicals, not because of the personals.
The guy that played Chief is also the voice of old Joseph Joestar.
Hell yeah.
He's also whoever the fuck these people are in Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm trying to get back to it.
Hey. Oh wait.
I literally-
Never mind.
He said he was trying to get back to it.
I heard him wrong. I thought. Never mind.
I said, and I quote, whoever the fuck these people are in Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm trying to get back to it.
I heard you wrong. I heard something. I heard the Kingdom Hearts 3 part, and then I heard something way different after that.
Xehanort?
Xehanort?
Yeah, he's Xehanort.
Oh, okay.
Whoever the fuck that is.
The main villain of the entire Kingdom Hearts first arc. Well, pretty much the major story arcs. Any other thoughts on the show, though, gentlemen?
The music was really good.
Music was solid. I did enjoy the
Opening
music.
theme song. Super good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The guy that assists Chief, Mr. Yagi, is fucking Kurama from Naruto. Ninetales.
That's where I thought I recognized the voice.
I'm trying to find... I feel like I've seen his name before. The guy that plays Miata. Maybe not. Oh, he's in Bobobo.
Ah, cool.
No, I did not recognize him from anything. Oh, the fucking reporter who this entire time is like, yeah, this kid's gonna be fucking awesome. And his editor's like, no, you need to report on this guy. The fucking guy he wants to report on wins the whole fucking thing.
Jeez.
And he's actually a good reporter, too. And, like, he's doing his due diligence. Like, he's giving the footage of the fighters to each fighter.
Yeah.
And not just being like, oh,
One-sided.
Well, Ippo, here you go.
Yeah.
I liked his character a lot, too.
Yeah, no, I really liked the characters as a whole. Like, they were really fleshed out.
I hope he ends up with the sister.
Oh, the chick that's running the bakery.
She doesn't work at the bakery anymore now.
Or the one who did, yeah.
Yeah. I want them to end up together. I think they're cute.
That'd
I'm
be
really
fun.
interested why she was at Miyata's fight when her brother wasn't fighting.
I'm assuming it was because she wanted to see who he was facing.
He might have fought after her, too. Or after Miyata.
Yeah.
I don't remember for sure. I just remember her... I thought she had a direct relationship to Miyata, not to the one guy.
I think that was the...
What it was supposed to think.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you guys liked it. I hope Zaria liked it too.
Oh, Miyata's father, I really thought I was going to fucking hate him at first. I really thought he was going to be like one of those, why the fuck didn't you win this fight? What the fuck is wrong with you type dads that he's like living vicariously through his son. No, he's just a really good dad. And like wants him to pull out of the fight, but when he says he wants to continue, he's like, okay, it's your call. Trying to be the corner man, but also be the supporting father.
Yep.
Things I think you're really going to like coming up. I think you're going to like him more from an interaction you see after Miyata's loss. And so that comes up. And then I think you're going to like the relationship between the coach and Ippo a lot more.
And I already really like him and
Yeah,
Chief.
I think there's specific scenarios where I think you'll be like, okay, I like this because of that. What happens?
Boy, why didn't you mute yourself? I heard all that.
Oh no. Oh no.
You guys want to see something cool real quick?
If you don't deep throat that microphone, I'm going to deep
Do you
throat
want
you.
to? Okay. Do you want to see something cool real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Crimson. Okay.
Santa puppy and kitties.
Fun fact: this has a pouch for your nuts and your dick. It's pretty cool. Crimson, you would love these.
Santa baby.
I'm not really
That was it.
a big fan of like tight underwear.
It's not like super tight.
Sorry we can't all wrap our dick around us to hold their pants up like a belt.
He's got a fair point.
Fair enough.
You ever just stick it down, like tuck it into your crock? Some people wear socks with their Crocs. You got your cock in Crocs. Put your cock in sport mode.
What was your What was your least favorite moment? I want to hear something you guys didn't like something that happened in the show. You're like, I wish this was different.
I don't like how quickly those guys that were beating him up turned to be his friends.
Yeah,
That's fair. I do actually really like those characters.
they did apologize to him.
Yeah, after they found out he could fight and actually kick their asses. If he wanted to.
I like that it didn't just jump from them beating him up to friendship. There was a build-up of mutual admiration for him, but it was a little fast.
Yeah.
Overall, I like the change. I don't know how much I like Ippo as a character.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my only drawbacks.
Fair.
He's a little lackluster in terms of his development.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of one-sided.
Because I like that he's still himself, even as he's becoming a strong boxer. But I think I want more to him.
Yeah.
More depth. But overall,
You might be excited. You might get let down. I don't know. It depends on how you look at it.
I don't have many problems. Like, I gave this a high fucking score. And
And this is just part one.
yeah. And I think I'm blinded a little bit by the fact that it's really refreshing to have a good sports anime, but I tried to be objective on a lot of stuff. I think the art style and animation all hold up phenomenally
Yeah.
for this anime being 30 plus years old. Well, the anime itself is roughly 25-ish years.
Yeah.
I think the voice acting is really good. There's not necessarily a standout performance, but everyone across the board is good. And the emotion is really well shown. And just overall, I just think this was a really good watch. And I'm
I agree.
excited to continue.
It makes me happy. By the end of this week, I'll probably give you guys the new cutoff point.
Also, none of the antagonists are, like, super unlikable. Like, the guy that stepped on Miyata's foot is, like, the most unlikable one. But we still get a background to him that, yeah, he's just trying, like, he's fighting dirty. But he's probably got the most to lose.
Yeah.
He can't keep a job. He's got a criminal record. Stuff. He's just trying to help him and his sister because they lost their parents.
Yeah.
And I refuse to believe that guy's like 18. He looks 40. He looks like Toguro from Yu Yu Hakusho. also when they're like, yeah, Ippo's 5'7", he's 5'9", I'm like, he's not fucking 5'9", he looks 6'5", compared to everyone. Fuck that. But I like that they even brought in, like, the height difference, the reach difference.
Yeah.
Like that. There's so many things, like little parts of boxing and fighting that they incorporated in. Stuff that obviously I don't fucking know. I don't watch a lot of boxing, but the little bit that I do know, like, they even incorporated that, the little shit.
Does this make you want to watch boxing a little bit?
No.
Immediate. No.
No. A lot of boxers are just stupid.
Listen, you don't want to watch the Jake Paul fights, dude?
No. Because they're all rigged for him to win.
I do actually believe that to my core.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. No, they're not rigged. They're fucking rigged, dude.
He just fought a 60-year-old Mike Tyson.
Also, I still feel like Mike Tyson would whoop his ass. My main reasoning for this, right, and you can let us know if you agree in the comments, right? Mike Tyson has trained basically his entire fucking life. There are things in there that you just do automatically without even thinking about it in the ring. And you could see in the footage, he caught himself from doing some of his signature moves that he's always done, and he stopped himself from doing that. And also in all of his training videos leading up to him, he was so fucking fast and looked like a goddamn fucking animal. Did not look like that when he was in the ring. There's no way that was not talked about.
Logan and Jake only take fights they know they're going to win.
Granted, I do think Logan does a very good job in the WWE. He's actually brought a lot of, like, very athletic dude in terms of that.
I just fucking hate both of them.
Yeah.
I think they're awful people. And, yeah. And, of course, he's good at it. It's fucking staged, just like their boxing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, anyway. I really
You know
like
what I just realized when we were talking about that and how I'm a hypocrite?
Why?
I used to always say I hate people do things in camera and, like, put it on camera, right? In terms of, like, I don't hate them. Like, I know they're doing something good, but, like, initially before Mr. Beast became as big as he was, and, like, people that would just record themselves giving money to homeless people to get money, like, that never sat right with me. And that makes me feel bad and stuff like that. But that's kind of what I was like. That's kind of what we do in November a little bit.
Not really. They use them giving, like, donating and stuff like that to build a platform. We're using our platform to get the donations.
Okay, so we're not. So I'm not.
Yeah, like, we don't put pictures up of us giving, the donation to the place. Like, oh, look at us. We do ask, hey, give us these donations. Hey, we're interviewing this person, but we're using our platform to get the donations.
Yeah. Okay, fair.
Not vice versa.
And I don't feel like I've always had, like, a little itch. I don't know. Just like that doesn't sit right with me.
Do we benefit a little bit from it? Absolutely. We get extra views from it, and we do get the opportunity to interview celebrities, and it's kind of fun. But we're doing it to help people. We are not helping people to benefit ourselves.
Yeah, we're not.
We are getting extra benefits from it, but that is not the main reason we're doing this.
Yeah. I got you.
We can always submit a request for an interview with someone, but when we're doing it this specific time is because of raising this money.
Yeah. It's fair.
Take it away, Chip. Squidward. Great.
I don't understand what just happened.
Exactly.
It's from SpongeBob.
What episode?
Yes.
The first one is when he breaks his butt, and then he's got me live the rest of my life inside, and it's him, Penny, Chip, and used napkin or used tissue, I think.
Oh, when he's on the floor. Yeah.
The gang's all here.
Yeah, I remember now.
And the second one is when Squidward, and Patrick are camping right outside their houses.
Is that when the
sea
bear
bear?
fish? Yeah.
The sea bear.
I remember now.
Good thing we're all wearing our anti-sea rhinoceros underwear, right, Squidward?
Squidward, get in the circle!
Ratings?
Dun, 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 dun.
Kick it off, Wiki.
Oh, okay. Okay, notes. Ippo Part 1. Ratings. Person and drama, I give a 10. I love the show with a passion. Animation, I give a 9. Character development, I give a 9. Soundtrack, I give a 9. World building, I give a 10. Plot, I give a 9. Voice acting performance, I give an 8. Art style, I give a 7. Uniqueness, I give a 9. And recommendation, I give a 10 for a total of 90. Why'd you go? Pff?
Oh, I had a burp.
Oh, I
That
thought
one's
you were
my
like.
This
No,
guy's
I had
fucking rating.
I had a burp and I was trying to get it out. And
1 sec. Just making sure my score is correct.
do you want me to go next then?
Sure.
All right. Personal enjoyment for me, I gave an 8. I really did like the show. I thought it was a good watch. Animation, I gave a 7. It's older animation. It had some really good moments but for the most part, it was still older animation. It's a little tricky to do quite a bit with it. They did a lot with what they had, but still always room for improvement.
We'll say it's better than 50% of the shows that we get now.
Agreed. Character development, I gave a 9. This show's all about him developing and becoming a better boxer. It's mostly character development. Soundtrack, I gave an 8. I thought it was banger. I enjoyed it a lot. World building, I gave a 7. This one was a little tricky for me to kind of map out because of the fact that it is in like real world. Like even though the world they built is like the world of a boxer,
Yeah.
but it's still the real world. So it was a little tricky to kind of map that one out. Plot, I gave a 9. Solid. VA performance, I gave an 8. I really liked the voice acting in it. I thought they all did really well. There were times where like it was a little but not like hardly ever. Art style, I gave a 7. Uniqueness, I gave a 9. I think that this is really unique, especially since it is like one of the very first like sports anime that came out, and it's like one of the first boxing ones, and we don't really see a lot of boxing ones nowadays that are either existing or as good as this. Recommendation, I gave it an 8. I think it's solid. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to watching more of it. So total for me is 80.
Ooh, shit.
I gotta show you guys this. I know I've showed.
What the fuck?
Patrick, I thought of something funnier than 2024.
2025.
I found that the other day and laughed so hard.
I love that.
So my personal enjoyment, gave it a 10. I've talked nothing but pretty much positive things about this show. Animation, I gave it an 8. Like I said before, the boxing animation and the fight itself, really, really strong. And I think just the transitions from every scene is very strong, especially for the era it came out. Character development, I gave an 8. I mentioned that I think that Ippo himself might be a little lackluster, but he's grown more confident. He's learned and become smarter as a fighter instead of just relying on, one punch. And he's developed more skills, everything like that.
Yeah.
And the people around him have developed more respect for him, have developed themselves as trainers and boxers. And all of the side characters we're introduced to have good stories that are being told as well. Outside of the pretty boy, I liked it when he got his ass kicked. World building, I gave a 9. So one thing I always take into account is it's not just about the overall world they're in. It's also about what world are we learning about. So, like when we did Spice and Wolf, the world of being a merchant, like obviously their world is not just our world, but for these real world ones, for me, it's the world of boxing. And we learn about how the tournaments play out, how the fights are set up. We learn about the different skills. We see different gyms. We meet different fighters. Like that, I think it is phenomenal the way they develop this story and showcasing all these different aspects of boxing.
You convinced me. I bumped my score up on world building. I bumped it up 1, so now it's a 8.
Yeah.
So total score for me is 81.
Yeah, it's just to me that it's not just about, oh, well, they live in modern day Japan. That's the setting. Okay, but what's taking place in the world of the character? What are we learning about in the aspect of their life? Soundtrack, I gave an 8. I really like both opens.
Hell
And
yeah.
the music and the fights is really strong. I didn't care about the close as much, but I think the music is pretty well rounded. Plot, I gave a 10. I can't talk about how well developed this plot is for Ippo starting out as a boxer and still being fairly early on in his career. VA performance, I gave it 8. I think Takamura, to me, sounds so much like fucking Darren Norris. It drove me crazy. He's the guy that plays Timmy's dad. Oh. He's also the janitor, I believe, in Ned's Declassified. Do you remember in Cowboy Bebop, the guy that was the cowboy that kept getting in the way of Spike trying to get that one bounty?
Yeah,
I think I know what you're talking
That's
about.
Darren Norris, and he sounds so much like Takamura.
that's funny.
So I think that voice acting was pretty solid throughout. Gave it an 8. Art style, I gave it 10. I love that art style so much, and I really like that. As easy as it would be for everyone to look very similar, everyone has a very distinct appearance. Like, the fact that all of these boxers are, like, the same age, and they all are very different looking.
Mm-hmm.
Uniqueness, I gave a 9, just because, yeah, this is one of... This and I think Slam Dunk are two of the earlier sports anime. There's a soccer one, I think, as well, in that same time period, but they are 3 of, like, some of the big original ones. And a lot of the lists I've seen usually have Hajime no Ippo, Slam Dunk, and Haikyuu as, like, the top 3.
Yeah.
In some order among best sports anime. The Screen Rant one I saw had it at number 2 with Slam Dunk as number 1, which it's obviously a basketball.
I've never even heard of Slam Dunk.
It's a huge manga and had an anime back in, like, the late 90s. Recommendability gave it 10. I will immediately tell anyone to watch this. If you like any sort of sports anime or good storytelling, like, obviously this isn't going to be for everyone, but I'm still going to recommend it to your ass.
Yeah.
Total, I gave it a 90.
Oh yeah.
On God, brother.
So that brings our average with the 3 of us.
86.6. So 87.
It's 87 exact.
I forgot you bumped up one.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is it for our ratings. Reminder that the anime assignment is Elia sometimes speaks her feelings in Russian. Yes, sir. And with that, see you guys next time.
Unless we die.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Weekly Weebs podcast.
We'll be back next week with more exciting anime talk.
Make sure to join us every show to stay up to date with what's going on in the world of anime. We'll catch you next time.